Devin was walking through the woods, and he had gotten lost because he hadn't ate in 3 days. And the reason is because he was driving up north to play in this concert with Eric Clapton and at the Royal Albert Hall. And he was carrying a lot of drum equipment. I mean, all kind of truck fulls of cymbals and all these different drum stuff. And it was just unbelievable the amount of stuff. It was because he was preparing for his 15-minute Ascension of Death drum solo. That was to bring down the house, but his car broke down because it was trying to haul all that stuff. So, and he was walking looking for food. He hadn't eaten in 3 days, and he was getting pretty hangry. And he saw this toad, and he was like, "Well, I don't know." So he didn't eat the toad. He just kept walking, and anyway, so he kept walking and walking and walking, and he finally saw Michael Myers through the woods. He was familiar with this mask because he's very familiar with horror films. So he saw him, and all of a sudden he saw him, and he just got so scared he started running towards him and saying, "Michael, stop it!" And so he kept on running towards him, and Michael chased him, just kept on standing there and just chased him back. And so Michael just got back from Barn Hills, and he walked back to the woods and just got back from eating the buffet at Barn Hills in Saraland, and he had ate just way too much. He had went too far and stayed too long. So he was really, really, fed up because he was having bad stomach issues, and he was just looking for some toms, and he could sense that that Devin had toms, because he saw all the floor toms, and he figured if he had floor toms, then he had to have the toms too, stomach toms, and so he tried throwing his knife at him, and he missed, and so he went and got the knife back, and then he stabbed him in the throat and then in the head, but he had tried to, but he couldn't, but then Devin he got a Tom's bottle out of his pocket and started shoving it down Michael's throat, and then that's pretty much it. Michael stopped having the stomach trouble, and he was appeased, and he said thank you to Devin, and then Devin went on and actually made the show and played his 15-minute drum solo of death, and Ascension of Death drum solo, and brought the house down at the Royal Albert Hall, and was considered to be the greatest drummer of all time. So, see you next time.